Good morning. So I'm here with a new brake barrel pistol. This is the Umarex SPA 60. They also do 100, which I've got both of these. Okay, that's the information on the back. I've got these from Packs delivered face to face. Okay, that's the information. If you want to pause it, have a look. The manual. These are the two pistols. Same manual for both pistols. I've got both versions of this, but this is the 60 we're reviewing now. Does come with a good parts list at the back, and also tells you everything you need to know about how to load it. We'll come to the sights in a bit because there's an oddity with the 60 sight wise. Okay, and that's all the parts there. See, and the parts. So that's the manual. Pretty good. Yeah. Did chronograph it. So I did 10 shots and it averaged 1.33 foot-pounds only with a spread of only 9. That's out the box. Yeah, that's without any barrel cleaning. So that's pretty good out the box. So it's pretty consistent. Most springers are. They tend to bed in after a while, normally about 400 or 500 pellets normally. So we'll move on to the actual pistol itself and we'll come to the actual bits and pieces. So what you've got your rear sight. It is actually fixed. Now you notice I've got some tape across there. I'll come to that in a minute. Fixed foresight. On this side you've got your safety. Again, with Umarex, for some strange reason, to turn it on, you push it forward. It's quite stiff, but you probably won't use this anyhow. Yeah, unless you're leaving it, on a bench, because you certainly won't need to use it while you're firing because you've got a grip safety here that works very well. So yeah, pull it back to fire. Okay, now your grip safety, obviously that locks your trigger, hold your grip safety. See, and also if you put the safety on, it doesn't matter whether you hold that or not, it locks the trigger anyhow. Okay, so that's the master safety and that's your grip safety. Okay. Now it's brake barrel. There's your piston there. So it's a metal piston, obviously metal barrel. The barrel on these, by the way, is really good quality. Yeah, I've checked both the barrels and they really are. Length of the barrels, and it doesn't tell you that on the actual on the box, but the barrel length for this one is 160 millimeters, 6.5 inches, and this weighs 720 grams, 1.58 pounds. That's almost identical to what it says on the box. Okay, so yeah, if I just break it open, you better see the seal. Yeah, it's a good quality seal as well. Yeah, I've been using RDO Superfields in this, by the way, 8.4 grain. So yeah, it's for an almost complete polymer pistol, apart from obviously the piston or the internal workings. Plastic trigger, but it looks like a metal operating lever there. You've got a metal pin through there and a metal pin there. Long-term reliability, it should be good actually, to be fair. I mean, the pull is about £9 to fire it, which is quite heavy. But I think because you've got 10 screws, I think, hold this side on. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so there's 10 screws hold this on, and this screw here. Yeah, if you take those 10 screws and that out, you should be able to lift the side off. So these things are cheap, they're like, this is 45 in UK and the longer barrel's 50, so they're very cheap brake barrels. So really it's not a big deal if you make a complete hash of it if you take it apart. I probably will at some point fire another 400 or 500 shots with this and see if this trigger improves, but as it stands at the moment, there's like a bit of a first stage, then it'll start, and then it's a bit of a creep, and then it'll fire. Okay. But don't forget, it's only had about 30 shots through it. Yeah, 30, 40 shots through it. With a chronograph, okay, and a bit of target work. So yeah, coming back to the sights, right? Now, on the 100, which is obviously got a 9.5 inch barrel, yeah, this foresight sits on top of there, and it's almost perfect at 10 yards. But this one, the 60, is shooting about 4 inches high. So what I've done here, I've put some tape across there, and I've turned that into a peep sight. So all we've got to do is line up the foresight inside that hole, and it's bang on. And I'll show you this because this was me at 10 yards, sort of rested, and I was aiming down here and they're grouping up here. Yeah, and then I fitted that tape in and started to group around here. And the final 10, which I took, they all grouped sort of there. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So that's with a unclean barrel, okay, and obviously the barrel will need leading in. But yeah, I think this has potentially got would be a great starter pistol if you could reduce the weight of the trigger. So that's something I'm going to look at. I want to make it smoother, definitely smoother. That's the big thing. But also I want to make it a bit lighter as well. So I will probably be having a look at this one because I have got two of these. I've got the long barrel and the actual short barrel. But yeah, the feel's nice. I mean, I've got medium hands, so the grip is fine. Yeah, the finger position is fine. Okay, the actual spring that holds the trigger is nice and light. The grip safety is really nice and light as well, so that works very well. And the cocking effort, even for this one, isn't particularly hard because don't forget it's only about 1.3 foot-pounds energy. Okay, so what do I think? Yeah, for £45 UK, it's really quite well made. Yeah, like I said, I probably would like to actually, see how the trigger develops. Keep shooting it. Shoot maybe 400 or 500 pellets through, and see if the trigger starts to bed in, and if it gets lighter. If it doesn't, I think what I'll do with this one is probably take it apart, take the side off, and then look at all the trigger. I said the breakdowns in the manual as well, all the parts, so I can work out what bits. And they probably just need a bit of a polish up and a clean and probably a lubrication. I know lubrication can reduce the actual pull quite a bit, but most of these parts in here are probably bone dry. So that's probably one of the issues with a lot of triggers. Umarex never seem to get their triggers right for a lot. I don't know why. There's no reason why they shouldn't. But I like it. It's got a nice balance. It shoots well. It's not overly heavy either, to 720 grams. Yeah, just over 1.5 pounds. So it's quite light, and it's got a nice balance to it. And yeah, the sights, once you actually turn that rear bit into a peep sight, just put that foresight, inside that, basically that hole as a peep sight, it shoots really well. Yeah, and I think it'll definitely improve. So I hope you like that little unboxing review. Yeah, if you have to look at like a cheap plinker, yeah, I think this might be the one. Yeah, it seems pretty solid. Yeah. The only thing I did find, just one thing I did find when I was shooting a few pellets with it, I mean I've shot about 40 so far, was this screw did undo itself, yeah, but I just put a bit of a Loctite 222 on it, yeah, on the thread. It's quite a long thread as well. If you can screw it, it'll be quite a long thread. Unscrew it all the way, put some thread lock on it, screw it back in tight, and that should hold it, and it hasn't moved since. So that's the only thing I've found. All these other screws here were all tight on the actual frame itself. Okay, so I hope you like that. See, the barrel goes right to the end. Actually goes right. I don't know if you can actually see the barrel, end of the barrel. No, probably not. But the barrel stops about there. Yeah, where that bit is there. So it's a 6.5-inch barrel, which is decent quality and decent length as well. So there you go. So it's a. Some people say, it's a bit of a Marmite. It is. I'm glad it's darker grey, not lighter grey, because the dark grey and the red do go pretty well together. Yeah, plenty of stippling, so it's nice grip on it. Yeah, so there you go. That's the unboxing review of the Umarex SPA 60, and then obviously there's a lot more to follow. Reviews when I do the shooting review, put a lot more pellets through, and then we'll see how she starts to perform. Okay, so I hope you like the little review. Take care, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.